Hey guys, I have another card trick tutorial here. It's one of the most simplest card tricks to do. After you watch this video, you'll be able to do it, show it to your parents, your friends, in no time, okay? It's pretty much self-working. So let me show you what it is, okay? And I'm pretty sure plenty of you seen it, but for those of you who are just starting in Magic, this one's going to be for you guys especially. But let me show you what it is. You're going to have the spectator shuffle the cards, okay? Since I don't have a spectator here, you know the drill. I'll just do it myself, okay? Then you'll have them do whatever they want when they're finished. Then what you're going to do is lay out 4 piles, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is ask them to pick a card. Do not give me a reaction. Don't stare at the pile. Don't point to it or anything, okay? I just want you to pick a pile and pick a card in that pile once you got it, okay? And say they pick the 2 of diamonds, okay? So, but I wouldn't know that originally. But say they picked the 2 of diamonds, okay? I'll say I'll pick that pile up along with the rest of them, and I'll do that again. Make the 4 piles. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask them to point to where their card is at. Which, not what their card is, but point to the pile their card is in. They say this one, okay? So what I'll do is pick the cards up now. Now I'm gonna make 4 piles here, okay? Now, I'm going to ask them to pick 2 piles, okay? Say they pick, I don't know, these 2 piles, okay? We'll get rid of these. I'm going to ask them to pick a pile now. Say they pick this one. We'll get rid of this one and keep this one. Now I'm going to ask them to choose 2 cards, okay? Say they choose this and this. We'll keep those. Then I'm going to ask them to choose one last card, okay? Say they choose this card. We'll flip that over. And I'm going to ask them, was that their card, okay? And very simple. When you guys probably figure it out as you're watching this already, but if not, here goes the tutorial. So you're gonna have them shuffle the cards. You can use any cards in the deck. It doesn't matter which one, as long as you have 4 piles, okay, containing 4 cards in each column. Okay. Now, what you're gonna do is ask the spectator to choose a card. Don't give me any reactions. Don't point to your card. Don't make anything. Don't make any obvious moves towards what card you pick. Okay. So let's say that this time they pick the 6 of spades. We'll ask the spectator to point to which pile their card is in. So they'll point to this one. You're gonna pick that up. Keep those 4 cards on the bottom. Now you just pick the rest of the cards up and place them on top. Okay. And you make the 4 columns once again, okay? And since you have the 4 cards on the bottom, your last 4 cards are going to be from that pile. So whichever one whichever column the spectator points at, this bottom card will be the card that they chose. So they use 6 of spades, so they're going to point to this pile. So what you do is pick them up. Now flip them upside down this time because you want to keep the 6 of spades, their card, on the bottom. And then put the other cards on top, like so. Now what you're going to do is make 4 piles. You're just going to do, I just make crosses like this, okay? It doesn't really matter how you do it. But what you want to do is keep a track of that bottom card. Really remember where you put that bottom card. Usually I put it in the one right here closest to me, okay? Now here's the part of the trick where it can get a little tricky. What you're going to do is have the spectator believe that they're actually picking their card, but every move they do can be maneuvered in our favor. So you ask them to pick two piles. Say they pick, here's the pile that their card is in, okay, the 6 of spades. Say they choose this deck and this deck. Then you're going to keep these 2 decks, take those away. Say they choose this deck and this deck, then you'll take them away. We'll just do that for now. But remember, you're always going to keep this. You're just going to keep playing with what they say. Then you're going to have them pick another pile. Now say they pick your pile, then you keep it, you get rid of this. Okay? Now say they pick this pile, you still get rid of this and say, okay, well, then we'll use this one. You know, so you're just working around what they say. Then you have 4 cards left. Ask them to pick 2 more. Do the same thing. Say they pick these 2, you get rid of them. Now the card's still here. Ask them to pick another one. Okay, just point. So they'll point to another one, say this one. You get rid of it. Then the last card is going to be their 6 of spades. So it's a very, very simple trick. You're just going to have to, you kind of give them a runaround, okay, when it comes to choosing which decks, because you're forcing this card onto them at the end. But it's a pretty cool trick, especially people who don't know anything about Magic will be just simply amazed with this trick. So have a lot of fun with this, and let me know what kind of reactions you get with such a simple trick, but a pretty cool reaction.